What is going on, guys? We are back with the finale of our Pokemon Pearl Chesslocke. In the last episode, we made it here to the Elite Four. We beat our rival. And this is the team that we have decided on to go in and fight the Elite Four and the champion, Cynthia. Now, we have made it this far before in Generation 4. We made it all the way to Flint in our Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Avatar lock years back on the channel. But that is the furthest we have come. And so this time around, some of you guys know from the draft lock and things like that, that when I start theory moning all the way down a lineup, if I know what's coming, I think I can get to Cynthia no problem with this team of 6. Now, there was no team compromise that worked well against everybody and Cynthia all together. There are going to be things that will be good early, not great later. We'll see how it goes. But what I have for you for a team today is Staraptor, holding the metronome, Aerial Ace, Quick Attack, Thief, Whirlwind. My thought process for this, Aerial Ace with metronome should be able to solo Aaron. That is my hope. That is my dream. A crit changes some things on the Drapion, but other than that, I do believe that we one-shot everything with metronome and Aerial. Quick Attack is just priority moves later into the Elite Four when we need it, and Thief is an option to use against Lucian. Whirlwind is also there because, for example, the Bronzong for Lucian can set up with Calm Mind, and so being able to kind of force switch it is maybe a positive. Then we have our Rook, our Golem with the Quick Claw. We have Earthquake, Rock Blast, Explosion, and Rock Polish. I could go for Strength, things like that, but it's not super effective against anything. And the combination of Earthquake and Rock Blast pretty much hits most things, at least for what I'm looking to do. Quick Claw and Earthquake allows it to be a lot faster than other things. Rock Blast, same thing. Explosion Quick Claw is actually a really nice tech. And Rock Polish is just to try to get fast if we need to. Explosion is a last-ditch effort when we don't really need a Rook anymore. But I do think it's going to have a really good time against Flint. And Earthquake and Rock Blast should be able to just run through everything. Then we have our Bishop holding the Shell Bell with Waterfall, Ice Fang, Dragon Dance, Substitute. Again, our Bishops are only allowed to have 2 attacking moves. Waterfall was chosen over Aqua Tail because 100% accurate. Dragon Dance and then the chance to flinch is really, really strong. Ice Fang is for Cynthia's Garchomp. Substitute is also just there. We can only have 2 attacking moves anyways. Then we have our pawn. This one's going to be really, really important for us today. We have Woodhammer for Bertha and for Cynthia. And then really after that, it's just utility moves. Blizzard, Icy Wind, Ice Shard are all good in various ways. Blizzard does a lot of damage. Icy Wind lowers your opponent's speed. And Ice Shard is a priority move that happens to be times for super effective Garchomp. Then we have our queen, our big sandy hippo. I was gonna say other things, but we can't do that. Earthquake, Crunch, Rest, and Sleep Talk. We have reliable recovery with the ability to, go for Earthquake when we need to, and go for Crunch against Lucian. I think this is gonna be pretty solid. And of course, we have Sandstorm, and half our team's immune to the weather condition. So, it gives us an option. I like having 2 weathers on this team because we don't want to have the sand up with Garchomp on the field for Cynthia. So it gives us a way that we can at least turn it off when we need to. And then, of course, we have our king with Surf, Flash Cannon, Ice Beam, and Grass Knot. We have the Zoom Lens just to try to give some critical hit boost ratios on it. Surf, Flash Cannon, Ice Beam, Grass Knot. Grass Knot is good for Gastrodon. It's good for Quagsire. It's good for Wishcash. throughout the Elite Four. Ice Beam is obviously just for Garchomp. And then Flash Cannon and Surf are just kind of your main moves. So that is our team. We're all level 63. I believe I have enough rare candies to get everybody up to Cynthia's ace when we get there. But yeah, we're good to go. So, yep, give me all the badges. We're good. Let me through, coach. All right, let's go. So, I think it is planned out that Staraptor can just lead Aerial Ace sweep. The only thing preventing us is a critical hit poison, frost poison. I think is the only way that we don't just clean run through Aaron with that Drapion. And Drapion is not the lead, so we at least get to do like 45% damage. And then we should be able to knock it out on the second shot. Okay, so here's our Intimidate drop. And we just Aerial Ace here. This should just KO. We should be fine. Perfect. Okay. And I got this little prize for me at the end. We have a little bit of a crumble cookie. That if we beat Cynthia, I had to have some indulgence. I have a prize here for winning this one. So, level 57 though is a threat. But this is the one thing that I know that we're not going to one-shot, that I know has the ability to do a lot of damage to Staraptor early. So, I'm thinking this does about 40, 45. Ice Fang, I can't get frozen here. As long as I don't get frozen, we're good. That's a critical hit. That's actually massive. A crit. Ice Fang. Okay, so you're in red. You use your Citrus Berry. A second crit here actually KOs us here. But X-Scissor is not it. Okay. So I think we're okay to just stay in and attack. I don't think she has any priority moves. So I think we're just okay here. The fact that it actually lived a second Aerial Ace, I think actually just makes sure that we have enough damage here. So blessing in disguise, despite the fact that we took a little bit of extra damage. We don't lose anybody. We can just one-shot everybody now. I think this is just game over for Aaron here. Perfect. But yeah, I wonder, critical hit Ice Fang, does that do more than stab Frost Poison with poison? Oh, I guess it wouldn't poison you. It's like just high damage, right? Yeah, I guess Ice Fang's the correct play there then. Okay. Interesting. Anyways, it doesn't really matter, but that would have definitely really sucked. So I am glad that we have got this figured out. So Beautifly is not a threat. We're good. We're the superior bird here, and that should take care of Aaron and the first Elite Four member. So I feel pretty confident that this was going to be the easiest battle. This is the easiest one by far. There's not really much thinking here. It was click one button and watch everybody drop. So I think we're good here. We are going to just immediately heal. So get out of here. Get up the elevator. And before we move on, let's just heal up our Staraptor just in case we need it. I don't think we're gonna super need it in this one, but it's okay. So Staraptor, we're gonna switch for our pawn. I believe that it's a Quagsire lead, which means I'm just wood hammering and just smacking somebody. You're quite the adorable trainer, but you've also got a spine. I'm Bertha. I have a preference for ground-type Pokemon. Now, will you show this old lady how much you've learned? Sure. All right, so this needs to be Woodhammer the Quagsire. And then I think based on how the AI plays it, I think you have to, I think they bring up Sudowoodo. Yep, no warning. We Woodhammer. This should one-shot. And if this one-shots, we're in a pretty good spot. Okay. So, Quagsire is down and out. We take a ton of recoil damage. Yep. Okay, Sudowoodo, perfect. So, I predicted that correctly. So, I think my best switch here is actually Hippowdon. We have pretty good defense stat on there, and we can probably one-shot with Earthquake. Hammer Arm, which actually lowers your defense, right? E. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Earthquake here. I think this one-shots, right? Sir. Okay, so that's good. It has to be Wish Cash here, right? There's no other switch that it's gonna make. Yeah. Okay. So, Wish Cash, I think, has the threat of Fissure. But outside of that, I think our King is actually the best Pokemon for this. So I don't think there's another ground-type move other than Fissure. And it goes for Zen Headbutt, which is resisted because of our Steel typing. That's a crit as well. That does nothing! Okay, so obviously both of us are immune to Sandstream, so it's fine. And then I think I just Grass Knot, right? I think he's not very heavy though, so I think this could only be... Oh, we get a crit! Oh, that's a huge crit. I actually don't think that Grass Knot actually KOs. Normally, I think that crit actually matters. Okay, so that one shot is great because we don't risk a Fissure, we don't risk anything at all. And then Hippowdon comes out. You don't have a special attack boost from the sand. We know what this has, but I think we just one-shot this with Surf. I think at this point we just go stab move, smack them, be gone. Yep. Okay. Super effective here. That's a one-shot. We're good. Okay. Last Pokemon is Golem. And I think even with the special defense boost, a ×4 super effective Surf from an Empoleon is going to knock it out. When you're like 9 levels above. I think that has to KO. Has to. There's no way it doesn't. Up. Because Sturdy don't work like that in this game. Sturdy don't work like that. Let Socks know. Okay. Just kidding. Okay. Okay, so we beat Bertha pretty handily here. So Snover and we have with 3 Pokemon took a little bit of damage, and realistically, we clicked the most efficient button. So I think we're still good. I don't think there's anything that's really a problem here. I do think that we lead Golem. And by leading Golem, I actually think that this is going to pretty much I actually think that this is going to pretty much allow us to use our entire team except for Gyarados to this point. And I think, obviously, Gyarados could very easily be used here, but I think Golem is just the best lead. I think we just Earthquake the Rapidash lead. You had me counting the days on my fingers waiting for you to come. I heard from Volkner what you did in Sunyshore. You managed to light a fire under that guy's heart again. How could you not expect me to look forward to seeing you in battle? Alright, Flint. This is payback for last time. So, we lead Golem. Funny enough, we had a Golem the last time too, didn't we? I think we had a Golem. Okay. So, if you Solar Beam, I just one-shot you, and the AI would think to go for Solar Beam, but it is a two-shot. If you go for Sunny Day, it kind of affects the matchup a little bit moving forward, but otherwise, Earthquake just KOs here and does the most. Okay, so Solar Beam, so there's no Sun for you, and I get a KO here. Perfect. I like that. I like that a lot. So I think that's great. I think that's good. I think it covers everything we need to. Super effective. Yep, get the KO. And we don't need to worry about anything else here. Then we have Infernape. Now, I think you have like Drain Punch or Mach Punch or something. I actually would like to get an Intimidate drop on this. And so I think Staraptor is actually the best attacker to go into. And you're level 61, like, you're getting there in levels, too. We actually lost to this Infernape in a Brilliant Diamond. Goes for Flare Blitz. We actually eat that, though, with the, and I can Aerial Ace here. Mach Punch. And I think with that chip damage, we just KO with Aerial Ace here. We have a massive attack stat. It's super effective. Down goes Infernape. The biggest threat on this dude's team, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this probably brings in Steelix, right? Yeah, brings in Steelix. Okay, so in terms of what our matchup is, I think Golem can just come back in here and do 1,000,000 damage to everything. Gyro Ball is slow, so like it's not like we take like a ton of damage, and I think I just Earthquake my way through it. Okay, back to Golem. Rock Tomb doesn't even matter. We resist it, and we're slow anyways, which actually weakens your Gyro Ball. So from here, I think I just Earthquake. Okay, bring Sunny Day in. There's no more fire types though, right? I think that's just a wasted move. And this Earthquake, probably doesn't KO because of how bulky Steelix is. No, it doesn't. Okay. But the reality of it is, like, you don't... I mean, I guess you heal here, right? Yeah, there's a full restore. I guess that would have been my opportunity to try to Rock Polish. But I want to be able to just keep this low and not be able to, like, do anything. Because obviously you can Earthquake me back, and I'm still weak around myself, so... Okay, Sunlight strong. Obviously weather doesn't go away in this either, so Sun's just... Which does kind of suck, because I'm pretty sure Lopunny does have, Fire Punch. Okay, so Steelix is down and out. I believe it's a Drifloon and a Lopunny left. Yep. Let me get to level 64. There comes Drifloon. Now, Drifloon probably tries to Will-O-Wisp here, right? If it misses the Will-O-Wisp, we do 1,000,000. And I think we still outmuscle this as long as we hit the Rock Blast. Okay, so one shot is gonna do... Even in a worst case scenario, two threes will pick up a W here against this Pokemon. Yep. I think even a 2 knocks this thing out. Baton passes into Lopunny. I think that's actually a mistake. Because I think with this chip, as long as I hit the Rock Blast, I'm pretty sure I just do a lot of damage. That's a crit. Because, like, does this little rabbit now live in Earthquake, even from a Golem, like, half damaged? I don't think it does. I think Earthquake still KOs here. You'll get 1 Fire Punch off, but that's not really a lot of damage. Goes for Charm. Oh, the Charm! That might actually live that now. It does live it. Okay, okay, okay. So, you might heal again. But I think I can just... Oh, it full restores too. Okay, so full restore sucks. Takes a lot of the pressure off that I had on this thing. And I don't want to just sit here. Yeah, we're doing like no damage. So, I think we can just go into the Queen here, right? Queen can just come in here. You'll take a Fire Punch, but we also now get rid of the Sun, which makes Fire Punch a little bit less effective. Oh, that's Sunny Day. Okay. From here, we Earthquake, right? Fire Punch is a little bit extra. I would love not to get burned on everything that I have. This Earthquake should knock out a Lopunny. And we've done enough damage that I think... Yeah, that just KOs. We've done enough damage that I think Crunch also just KOs through with like Crunch on the Drifloon. I think we KO from here. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So I can feel your determination. Your will is overpowering me. Yeah, because you don't even have fire type. Oh, it's burning. Okay, so I think Crunch has to KO, right? Crunch just has to KO. This is just the game we're playing. Yeah, didn't even stop. Okay, so we'll take the W against Flint. And I believe aftermath damage. Okay, so that KO's through. We're good. Flint down and out. So overall, pretty solid showing so far. Yeah, you burned 2 of my Pokemon. You like... Okay. So, max potion everybody up. And I believe everybody except for Gyarados has now gotten into some sort of action here. But I do believe that this is just a out on lead. Then probably just go Gyarados the rest of the way through, yeah? I think that's how this one's gonna play out. Ah, you timed your arrival well. Just finished reading a book you said. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lucian. I am the user of Psychic-type Pokemon. I must say, you've already proven yourself to be outstanding by coming far. They say I am the toughest of the Elite Four. I'm afraid I'll have to go all out against you to live up to that reputation. Alright. Lucian sends out Mr. Mime, which I'm assuming is Light Screen Reflect. But we now have the sand up. That I can just go for Crunch for. I mean, Earthquake would KO too, right? Like, I don't think it's like a one thing, but that's like, it does a lot, actually. Okay, Crunch gets the KO, perfect. Okay. Now, in a dream scenario, I think this Medicham has all the elemental punches. It shouldn't want to go for Thunder Punch. I think it has all the elemental ones. It might be missing one of them, but I think it has all of them. So I'm going to go into Gyarados, get the Intimidate off. It shouldn't want to go for Thunder Punch against the ground type. Intimidate. Drain Punch. That is the perfect move that it could have gone for. We eat it. Because I am terrified of any further damage, though, I'm gonna substitute just in case it does have it. Does have Thunder Punch. Okay. Do I think it's just gonna keep going for it? It has to, right? I don't know that I KO without a Dragon Dance up. I don't know that I KO without a Dragon Dance up. We're gonna substitute one more time. Goes from Fire Punch. Oh my god! It threw! We eat this! Okay. Now we Dragon Dance up. And I think the one Dragon Dance is all we need. One Dragon Dance. And I think we'll get enough damage back from... Yeah, Drain Punch. You're not even in the same game right now. The real question is, do I Dragon Dance again? I think I do it again. I don't think Sand KOs me. I'll get enough HP back. It does break the stub, but that's okay. I'm +2. Okay. Yep. Okay. So now at +2, I need to be able to KO with Waterfall. That needs to be a thing that happens. We should be good. The Shell Bell will stop me from losing to Sand. And I think at +2, I KO everything on this team. The +2 might even been unnecessary, but I just want to make sure. Oh yeah, we get back to 44. So we're not going to end up losing to this, which is great. It's still so scary that we're sitting here in 29, 44. Okay. $29, 44 to 29 is what we go to. So as long as we can get above 44, we'll know that we're safe the rest of it. Then we get up to 50. Okay. So we will always outlast Sand. We're good here. It looked bad, but we're good here. And there's 2 Pokemon left. At +2, we outspeed Alakazam. Level 60, though. That's so terrifying. Okay, we're good. And that's why I wanted the second Dragon Dance. Was to see if I could get out past that Alakazam. Okay. Gets into the yellow. Bronzong, I guess, potentially able to live a +2, but it's close, right? Like, with this, we're now level tied with this as well. This has to KO. +2. It doesn't KO! Oh no! Wait, did I get a flinch? I got a flinch on it! No, I didn't, and went for Psychic. Lives on 2, we're gonna lose it. Oh, we lost Gyarados! No! Okay. Fine. We lost Gyarados because we tried to get greedy. Okay. But did I need it for Alakazam, though? That's the first question, because Alakazam would have done a million. Okay. I think this thing is Levitate. I think I literally have to go to the Queen here. And I think I have to Crunch. But losing Gyarados... We don't even KO with Crunch? Are you joking me? And then I get to full restore off. Look at the amount. Okay. This. Triggered. Okay. Get off my screen, bro. Okay. So Gyarados is a massive loss here. A massive one. Absolute massive. We lost our ace against Cynthia. So, I think in this particular situation, we're going to have to lead Empoleon. Against the champion fight, we're going to have to lead Empoleon. I don't think there's any way around it. She's going to lead with Spiritomb. And we need to figure out what we're going to do. Because Spiritomb has no weaknesses. Spiritomb has no weaknesses. And so we're going to have to be on our game. We're going to have to be on our game. Let's see. We're going to have to be on our game. Cynthia. She's not going to have anything that actually immediately threatens the king. So I think I just Surf, right? Oh, I also didn't level up either. So we're actually 2 levels, well, 3 levels under. I need to make sure of that. Okay, that 2 shots though, we're good. Silverwind, as long as you don't get an Omni Boost, we're good. No Omni Boost. Surf here. So, okay, so our king does pick up a very valuable 2-shot against the Spirit Tomb, while taking very minimal damage. And I probably should have put the Shell Bell back onto this. Gastrodon comes out. Now, because we lost Gyarados, I actually think that I'm gonna try to let this take this out. If we can Grass Knot and knock out this Gastrodon, or even just get a 2-shot, we're good. Goes for Stone Edge. It even threw. It even threw in the process. Look at this. Okay, so that's going to put it back on its hold. So we can Grass Knot this. You'll go for a Full Restore, that's fine. I'll have you on kind of notice that this Gastrodon is done. Okay, I feel really good about this now. The King is coming through in ways that I didn't think the King was going to be able to come through. The Grass Knot here. Withdraws. Who's that into Lucario? Okay. So this is a special attacking Lucario, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah, that's going to be resisted. That's... Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. This is a special attacking Lucario. Aura Sphere. I mean, it probably Earthquakes. It probably Earthquakes. Here's the real question. If it goes for Earthquake, Staraptor is our answer to this. If it Aura Spheres, do I have enough power to one-shot? And if it Aura Spheres, I should have gone with the Queen. I think in my head here, the Queen is the better overall Pokemon to go into. Because Roserade doesn't want sand. Milotic doesn't want sand. Dragon Pulse would end up going for, so I would end up going for the most neutral option. Still very scary, but I do one-shot Lucario with Earthquake here. Goes for Psychic. None of this is Stab, which really impacts the damage level of this. Yeah, we still live with half. And this probably brings in Milotic, right? Probably brings in Milotic. I guess it could bring in Roserade too, though. I guess that is a thing. Okay. Sandstorm Rage. I definitely don't want to keep this sand up. It does go for Milotic. So, with this being the case, I think I just go back into Empoleon. Goes for Surf, we do resist. Okay. So the one thing that I need to be a little bit conscientious of, though, is that Mirror Coat's a thing on this thing. But you'll take chip damage from the sand, and I won't. Which does prevent Marvel Scale. Oh no. That's a status ailment that requires that to be... Okay. So we Grass Knot here. And as long as you keep going for Surf and not trying to Mirror Coat me, we should be fine here. Grass Knot should do a lot of damage. You're like an 8-foot-long water snake. Okay. Okay. So my Milotic is down and out. The sand here is going to give... Probably brings in Garchomp, doesn't it? probably brings in Garchomp, so I'm gonna have to go to Staraptor. Okay. Yep. Sandstorm rages. Maybe you bring out Gastrodon. Give me the free KO. I will take it. I will take it and go. Grass Knot again. Full Restore puts you on the same notice you was on earlier. Okay. The exact same notice you were on earlier. Grass Knot here. I'm gonna pick up the KO. Now, I have to switch out the King. Garchomp and Roserade both just demolished this thing. So this is pretty much it for the King. The King got really 3 KOs here, which is really, really good. Showing off the King to be our true ace. The King doesn't hide behind its pawns, baby. Let's go. Garchomp is here. Now, if I was confident and faster, I would absolutely... okay, so what I'm gonna do... I think in our particular situation, I'm gonna go to the Rook here. And the reason that I'm gonna go to the Rook is that if you Dragon Rush, I do resist it big chip damage. Giga Impact. You can't attack next turn with Giga Impact. And what I think I do here... I think... Do I go for Explosion? No, I Earthquake here because it's free. I Earthquake here because it's free. It's my strongest move. I'll do the most amount of damage. And Earthquake brings that down to like a little bit. Sand Veil is not what I wanted to be playing with. But now I Explosion. I get the Quick Claw pop and Garchomp is gonna go down to Explosion. Please don't miss. Avoided the attack! Oh my god! We lost the Rook for nothing! The sand is what killed us. That's crazy. That's crazy. We missed an Explosion because of stupid Sand Veil. Okay. This Garchomp is going down. Okay. You're getting Ice Sharded 1,000 times. Be gone. Get off my screen, Garchomp. Times 4 super effective. Doesn't pick up a KO. Has a berry. Okay. Dragon Rush here. Miss. Good. You needed a miss. You needed a miss. Okay. So we're 1 for 1 on misses. So technically the referees have given us an even playing field here. But oh my goodness. Dragon Rush here is going to do some recoil damage too. That brings you down to... Okay. So Icy Wind into Ice Shard KOs, even if for whatever reason this doesn't KO. Okay. Okay. That's a... Okay. We have 1 Pokemon left. We have Roserade left. It does have Sludge Bomb, so it probably will just absolutely blow us back. However, the hail is up. You will be taking chip damage. We Ice Shard here to guarantee some level of chip. And defense is your lowest stat, so Ice Shard is a little bit stronger. Okay, Down 50%. We can take it. Shadow Ball here. Probably KOs, yeah. Yep. Okay. However, the finishing blow, so that we can defeat Generation 4 for the first time on this channel, so that we will have defeated 7 different Chesslocks of the night. Nothing is super effective against it. Nothing should KO it. It's level 60, we're level 64. And we have a super effective Metronome Aerial Ace to finish the game. Long time coming. Very, very happy that this one. The fact that we missed Explosion, I was going for style points, and we just got completely laughed in our faces. But it doesn't matter. The Knight, Cynthia, victory. And with that, we're going to wrap up today's episode right here, the series right here. We still have Generation 7 to go, and then I have a brand new project that I think is going to be very, very fun after that going. So with that, I'm going to get up out of here. So thanks so much for watching. Click like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you really liked it. And hold up. Let me finish this with the Hall of Fame induction. There we go. Heal him up, put him in, and I'm going to get up out of here.